It's indeed a very, very important day for men who understand it. Please underline. We have over 100 women faculty and officers here in the university. The total number of women faculty is now 88. That is about more than 65 or so added during the last 2 years to the existing force of the gentlemen. Women working for women is not as difficult as men working for women. I hope you appreciate the difficulties. I don't have to elaborate. I had this experience when I was the Vice Chancellor of Kashmir University. When I was reckless, of course not sacrificing the quality, of course, quality is my priority. In recruiting women faculty as against many of the men faculty in the Kashmiri society, so many things were murmured and spoken and said this man is just mad after recruiting only women. But they didn't understand the basic philosophy of empowering a woman in a society. The tragedy is a woman has always suffered, not from today. Even in the most so-called civilized societies of Europe and West and America, women had always had a price to pay. Many of the countries in Europe, the women did not have a right even to vote for a very long time, until they had to bring a law to give her an opportunity to make a decision. So was our country, our land. Woman had all the things to give, but she had no right to ask all the time. Even today there are conservative families where a woman has no right to make a decision. It's a man, he says, I'm the one who wears the trousers. It's a different thing now, women also wear trousers. Thanks to the Western fashion, they also can also wear trousers and jeans. That's good for them. But the fact of the matter is, if one woman is empowered, the entire family is empowered. If a man is empowered, it's not necessarily the whole family is empowered. This, whether you like it or not, is a fact, is a truth of life. No society can change if the women do not change. No society can become a civilized society if a woman is not educated. That is a basic thing we need to understand. And all said and done, I know I have seen people, politicians, bureaucrats and even social workers, all speaking on the dais very nicely to impress everybody. So many people will clap. But if you go into the actual life, personally, at their home, he will be a dominating person, not allowing any decision making to a woman or his daughter. If a boy and a girl are to be educated, the preference is given to the boy to get educated first, than to a woman. It was it was a very bad. It was very bad in the old tribal Arab countries. The woman child was even buried alive in the Arab world before Islam came there. And the first thing that which came in the teachings, which of course have also come in other biblical religions, and it has come in the biblical religions. The position was given to a woman that, like Prophet Muhammad said, if you have a girl and a boy and you need to educate, I prefer a girl to be educated first than to the boy. It's a document. He then said, to acquire knowledge, go to as far as China. He said, go up to China. It's there in the Quran. To acquire knowledge, go up to Quran. Then he said, the skies are yours, means the universe is yours. You need to discover it. But then he said that if you don't empower a woman in decision making, you cannot make a right decision. I'm just saying that because these are very important things that actually change. And now the time has come. The 33% bill or whatever percentage of the bill and all these things, everybody is debating, but did it ever pass? 33% reservation bill, has it passed? No. Not for the members of the parliament. Local bodies, yes, and not for this thing. I was thinking that the MHRD and the University Grants Commission would say that let there be a 33% reservation to women faculty in the university. I have been waiting for that for a couple of years. When I started to realize that before they make a decision I might retire from service, I thought, let me make my own rule. Let me not wait for any government to give a law to recruit. Let us start recruiting women faculty as long as they deserve it, as long as they are doing well. And I think we have crossed 33%. We are now 38 or 40%, 39% or so, which is higher than what the government would even give out their law is passed. By that time, you should reach 50%. I think that will work. I was reading Madam's newsletter, How Do You Eradicate Corruption, which is eating our nation. I have one way to minimize corruption, eradicate corruption. If you want to eradicate corruption, I'm quite convinced you empower a woman. Definitely men are more corrupt, far more corrupt than the women folk, both intellectually and otherwise. The efficiency and the output of a woman is far more better than the man. I am not telling this because you are in majority here, I am in minority. Because I don't find many men here. I see some few gentlemen now entering late, the younger gentlemen. But it is a fact of life. So therefore, the best place you can make a difference in the society is the university. It's the university which actually has a great role to play in making or breaking the nations. Because the entire young community is directly under your blessings. And every teacher needs to be such a fantastic role model that the child, you see, the inspiring, you see, every teacher has to be a source of inspiration, and he must put such an impact on his personality that he becomes a good citizen. And if you have large number of women faculty, it will encourage a large number of students, women students, to get the courage to come and study. Many of the students don't go out of shy, they are shy or they are reluctant, their parents are reluctant, they will say it's all dominated by men and the teachers are all men and of course and this and that and all these things, so better don't go for higher education. You have passed your matriculation or BA, good enough, I'll get you married and all will play the baja, PPP and then get her married and send her home. That's all we do. Now this change you have to bring. And this change can come only from you because it is just a seed which is sown today, that you have a forum. This forum has a lot to do. You need to brainstorm. Then how do you improve the education? Let's not go into the mission that maybe Madam Jaya is doing. You can identify your own mission. Your mission is promoting higher education amongst the women. How you do, you debate. Let's not get into that, how you do it. You can always brainstorm, you can debate and launch your own program so that the women folk are promoted in higher education in your own place. But to do anything, you need to first unite. So that's the first part you have done. The logo says actually equity, integrity, the dignity and unity. So unity has to be first. You have to first unite. Then work for the equity and dignity will automatically follow. Dignity will come behind you if you do that. Child education, female child education, even starting the nursery education. The education is so important that it changes their lives, it changes the states, it changes the entire country. So, therefore, if you want to make an India which is much better than what it is today, which is less corrupt than what it is today, more progressive in thinking than what it is today, I think the only way we can do that is empowering women. And that should be the mission of this work. You just started in a small way. I'm sure you will progress as years pass by. You will become stronger and stronger. And you will see to it that more and more gentlemen will follow you and come and sit in your programs. This is an indicator also that it's not an easy job before you. I just want to tell you, very interesting. On the 7th of, not 7th, 6th, no, 7th, day before yesterday. Yesterday is Hindu or day before Hindu. So there was an interview by the Hindu. He was asking as to who is the woman who inspired you. 3 out of the 4 men have all said it is my wife who inspired me. How hypocrite he is. Isn't it hypocrisy? Who could be a better inspirer to you than your own mother? You see, this is what I am saying. So you don't, do you understand? So there is a need for change. So don't think that you have a very easy path and happy path and all that. So this is a world of men and you need to combat many things And you need to combat with courage, not with fist and shout, but through your actions, and you achieve ultimately. See, when you become a performer and an achiever, then the whole, I don't know, I forgot that Urdu share. चलते रहे कारवां बढ़ता गया. No, you walk alone and then a few more join, a few more join, and a few more join. Ultimately, when you turn back, you get the whole nation behind you. That's what happened to Gandhiji, you know. He didn't have many people behind him. When he turned around, the whole nation is behind him. So you have to start. It's a hard path. Take it forward. Work for the women folk. Make yourself strong. I wish this forum all success, and I'm very happy that a small, just a tip given, just 2-3 weeks ago, your colleagues took it forward and made it a reality today. So, wish you all the best, and thank you very much.